Power Book
So,
4. Force. Who watched it?
uh,
I did.
Thoughts?
Well, I haven't watched Power in a long time, so forgive me. It's still a soap opera. This was very soap opera-y, but um, I don't know what to think about it. I think there's a lot of things that can come. I kind of like the dude who owns the barber shop. I think that his role is going to be a good role. Um, I didn't miss a beat with Power because I guess there has to be sex in every single episode.
I
But
mean,
he's still killing people without a conscience, and he's still riding around in that Mustang that everybody knows. And so the serial killer is just still on the loose, I guess. But I don't know. I didn't get too much from this episode. This is the first episode. I guess I got to start let things play out and let people ease into their roles.
Mm-hmm.
well, I think, and I'm just going to take it back from the very beginning, because I literally just had this conversation. Um, I have always been an avid Power watcher from the very first episode when because it used to come on Friday nights, and the very first season, the very first episode, I have been watching Power from day one. Even when they were comparing, people were actually comparing Power to Empire
Empire.
Yeah.
at a certain point, and it did not even compare. And as we can see, the longevity of Power and where is Empire. But anyway, fast forward to Power. Is it Book Force or is it just Power Force? I don't know.
Power
I was
Book 4. Force.
I was looking forward to this episode because Tommy has always been one of my favorite characters in the Power in Power. Um, Although I do not totally agree with Tommy and his character all the time because I still he still needs slapped in the face or stabbed for killing Proctor because that shit will never sit well with me. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do a lot of things that he did, but there was a lot of things that he had to do. But anyway, far as the character, I love seeing him. I love his interaction with the other people. So for this chapter to be about him, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Shout out to 50 Cent
How many people would
for
Tommy kill?
Absolutely.
Shout out to 50 Cent for the consistency and Courtney Kemp for the consistency for the entertainment. Although all the things that they do don't make sense, but that's part of the business. Like like that's we are
That's
the
the
people
soap
who look
opera.
too
And
yeah, we
real
look
quick,
too far into what this entertainment is or whatever because we really take on these people as you know what I'm saying
and
real
real quick,
people and they're actors, which means that they're doing a really, really good job at their job. Um,
real quick. Courtney Kemp, shout out to her. She is no longer going to be working with Power because she got to deal with Netflix. Sorry to tell you.
okay, well, shout out to her then. That's awesome. That's all that good writing or whatever. So yeah, that's good. Um, I did want to say about the Power introduction music. It switched up this episode. Thumbs up to that for sure.
Definitely.
Um, Um, Also, thumbs up to them getting those unseen actors or actors we haven't seen in a while. Because the one guy, I don't know his name because it's new, but the brother of the guy who just got out of jail or whatever, I've seen him in things before, but I haven't seen him in a while. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I can't recall his name. And then the new actors, like, you know what I'm saying? So shout out for him because he did it in Force, he's Ghost, and Raising Canaan. All these new and aspiring actors, and with the
BMF.
BMF, like you know,
Mhm.
and for life, like all the things that 50 is got his hands in. I feel like he's bringing these inspiring actors and these people in front of the camera is awesome. So
He possibly the murder was the case too.
Yeah, yes,
He's
he is.
awesome.
I'm not mad at 50. I'm not, I really ain't. Like, he's an asshole. He stands 10 toes down on that shit when he is. And how can you be mad at somebody
I love
who
50.
like, you know what I mean? Like, how can you be mad at him? Shout out to 50 Cent.
So,
And
Jess, what you think about the episode?
yeah.
I loved it, and I really, in my heart, feel like this is going to be my favorite of the Power universe. I think this is going to be my favorite series. Just from the watching the scene and how watching the series and how series episode. It's an episode. Watching
Mm-hmm.
the episode and how it was filmed, it felt like a movie. Just that 1 hour episode felt like a movie. They have the one guy. He's a heavy hitter from I think it's Sons of Anarchy. He plays the main villain.
Even
Mm-hmm.
even the son is a good actor. He played in a couple movies too.
Yes. He was just in Ozark. He was in season 1 of Ozark, and he was a child actor as well on like Disney or something. So yeah.
And I really feel like this is gonna be my favorite. And then they added an extra little spin on it. Tommy got a black brother. Like, spoiler alert, sorry people. If you
Mm-hmm.
haven't watched, you
They
better
should
catch
have watched
up.
it by now, because
Yeah,
shit, it's yeah.
it's Wednesday. Um, so I thought that was an interesting spin on it. That lets you know that his mom really like ain't spit.
We ain't
But
really know Kate. We ain't really know Kate like we thought we knew her. We thought we knew her.
no, we didn't. Um, so I'm interested to see like really where this show goes, and I'm excited for it.
I am too. I
Um,
am too.
it has a different feel to me, which when I think about it, all of the shows within the Power universe have a different feel. Like the Power Book 2 goes, Tariq is the main character. That feels like the original Power. Power,
To a certain extent.
yeah, the way that I'm talking about, like the way that it's shot and everything.
What's Power 3?
Yeah.
Power Book 3 is Raising Canaan, right?
Oh, okay.
Raising Canaan,
I'll watch that.
it has a good feel, but it's super nice to look at the nostalgic aspect. But then you get to book 4, Force, Tommy's, and this is the one that I've been heavily anticipating.
Me
Like, as soon
too.
as I saw how they shot it and how like the one episode looked like a movie, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna love this. And the actors, for the most part, give or take a couple, are actors that I have not seen before, and the guys are easy on the eyes as well. So I'm not mad at that either. But I'm
Well,
really interested in seeing where they take this. I'm interested in seeing if they show us more of Tommy's family that could be still alive and living in Chicago, and whether or not he'll rebuild a connection with or build a connection with them. Um, we see that Tommy has a new love interest. There was a bit of foreshadowing there in this first episode, so that's nice because Tommy has killed his
Harley
cousin.
deserved that shit. Harley deserved it. Like, I was not mad at him for that kill, okay? Proctor, I do not forgive him for that shit. There's nothing he could say about doing that will make me feel good, because Proctor was it. So yeah.
I felt bad about Proctor. I did.
Yeah.
I like Proctor. But yeah.
Although I think the only thing I would say about these chapters and these books or whatever about the power, that the Raising Canaan gives you more of a feel for the Get Rich or Die Trying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's more about I feel like that's more about that. My husband also feels that way. I'm a fan of 50 Cent, so I don't mind, and I watched it, but he's just like, this is the weakest one, because it's like a knockoff or a spinoff
you
of
don't
Get
think
Rich or Die Trying.
it wasn't written that well?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Which I think with Power, with Raising Canaan, I'm actually more interested in seeing, learning more about Kanan's mom than I am about Kanan's.
Right, right. And his cousin Jukebox and all of them. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
So yeah, I didn't mind it.
I like Jukebox on the Raising Canaan. I didn't really care for it too much in the Power.
I
Mm-hmm.
I read somewhere that um what's her name? She is a former member of Destiny Child. What is her name? Latoya Luckett
Oh
is
yeah,
being she is going to be brought into the Raising Canaan series, and she's going to be playing Jukebox Mom, and her name is going to be Kenya. I
I
read
like
that.
her. I like her a
Yeah.
lot.
So
So I'm
um,
excited for that.
yeah,
But yeah, Force, I'm really excited to see like what it does. Like I can't wait for this next episode. I'm pumped that it's finally out. Now, do you guys think that they will have a book 5 finally for Councilman Tate?
What?
no,
Why
No,
would
you don't
that
think
come
they're
out?
gonna
no,
they're gonna
That's
do that?
stupid.
Okay.
That
no,
would be stupid.
You think it would
no.
be?
I mean,
I don't know.
like I
Depending
said,
on
I
where they
didn't like
taking
the
it,
Book
might
of
be good.
Tyreek or whatever that's called. So I don't know what's going on right now with the other powers. But when they come back,
Ghost. Yeah. Well,
We all know that
Ghost.
there is corruption in politics, and
Yeah, it's
so
really good
far,
too.
Councilman Tate is the poster child for political corruption.
Yes.
Like, would
We don't need to do a whole series on that shit because this is gonna make us even more mad because we
they go.
already know that the corruption is there. There was a series years ago. It only came out for one season. I never knew what happened to it. It just got taken off of the air. But it was a series called Boss. And Kelsey Grammer was the main character in this series, and it
I
was
heard of it?
actually a really good series, but it was all about the corruption and the shit going politically in the government because he was the governor, and it was really really good. But I feel like they was revealing a little bit too much. Maybe that's why it got taken off the air and it didn't renew for a second season. But the first season was really really good.
Yeah, because
And the
Ti
last
was
couple
in
of
it, right?
episodes of that, Ti came into play on that. It was a really good series. So